Bom dia, nós estamos no Hotel Sofitel, no Rio de Janeiro, no Vini 20, que é um evento de vinho da Importadora 20, com dois produtores. Ao meu lado esquerdo, o Juan Manuel Ortega, que representa a Argentina, Chile e Espanha, mas hoje é a Argentina. E do meu lado direito, Bertrand Gabriel Vigorot, que representa a França, o Cahors. Ambos fazem Malbec. First of all, I would like to ask one question to Juan Manuel. Malbec is exploding in the world. How do you think this is happening?
Well, I think Malbec it's a very gentle variety. It's very velvety. It's a variety that can make very intriguing wines, very interesting wines, and I think people are always looking for new concepts, new varieties, but that can obviously reward the customer.
So Malbec is the next big thing, and Malbecs from Cahors are going together with Argentina. They're taking advantage on that. Do you think it's a good opportunity?
I think it's a good opportunity, of course, but also I think it's a good opportunity for Argentinian that work with Cahors, because Argentinian is leader, world leader about Malbec. That's right. Cahors, it's where we have Malbec since 2000 years.
Yes.
The story of the Malbec. So both together, we have the solution to make Malbec much better, maybe, and most famous in the world.
So let's first taste. I would ask you to taste some Argentinian Malbec, Alpha Cruz. Okay, 2007. Do you have this one?
Yeah.
Okay, let me have it. Please let us hear your impressions on this Malbec from Argentina.
So first of all, on the color, I have dark wine. It's typical from Malbec, from France, but also from Argentina. So the color is quite similar as in Cahors. For the noise, we have much more species in the Malbec from Argentina than Cahors. This one is very species, very elegant, very. I like it a lot. The mouth is full, fruity, very elegant, interesting wine. Very interesting wine.
José Manuel, what do you add in these comments?
Well, I think there's very little to add. I'm very flattered of these comments from old Cahors producer. I would like to add just that this wine, the Alpha Cruz, comes from very old vineyards, which I think is very important. These actually two vineyards, 65 and 80 years old.
80
so
years
sometimes we talk about the New World, and we have all these 80-year-old vineyards in the New World. So I think also the altitude levels, which I think is important for some of the comments. My colleague was pointing the elegance, the freshness, the spiciness. I think it has to do with the fact that we are very high up, 1,100 meters of altitude. And in the Uco Valley, that's the type of Malbec that you get more floral, more spicy, more elegant than some of the other Malbecs from lower altitude, which are a bit bigger, more jammy, that we don't particularly like.
Sim, eu por acaso recentemente fiz uma vertical desse vinho de 2002 a 2008, estavam fantásticos. 2002, então espetacular. Chama atenção, é um conteúdo de álcool alto, madeira bem presente, muito macio, muito redondo na boca. Isso é um vinho que evolui bem. Eu posso atestar isso nessa prova recente que eu fiz. Let's now taste the Chateau de Mercus. So, José Manuel, please, what do you think?
I have to say that I'm greatly surprised of the quality of the wine. I was always told that the Malbecs from Cahors were a bit more rustic than the ones from Argentina, but this is quite the contrary. I also admire the elegance and the finesse of this wine, even having some of the characteristics of Malbec, obviously. Also the spiciness as well, the velvety character in the mouth. but you know, I love the elegance of this wine. You know, I'm a big fan of Malbec being spread around the world. I think for a variety to be considered a classic variety, it cannot be targeted to just one country, but it has to be sort of accepted and pushed to other countries. That's probably, I mean, a bit of a conflict with some of my colleagues in Argentina that want to sort of dominate or monopolize Malbec, but I think it's a huge mistake. I see it from Tempranillo in Spain, that we haven't managed to make Tempranillo the better for everyone, because it will become a much more sustainable variety and not sort of a wine of the month variety. So we welcome, obviously, you know, our colleagues from France. They've been also very gentlemen to come and visit us in Argentina, and we do need to visit them in France as well and learn from them. So I think there's always ways to work together on a variety that has tremendous future.
And Bertrand, what do you can add in the comments on the wine?
I agree with Mr. Ortega. The wine is great. We have in Carol very fine wine and very elegant. The stories say that we are sometimes rustic wine. That's right, but all Carol are not rustic.
Of course,
and of course, Chateau de Merveille, it's one of the elegantest wine in Carol. So we saw in the both wine that they are cousin. They are not the same, but they are quite similar. And usually I said in France to people who come from Bordeaux, I said we are more close than Argentinian than Bordeaux.
Yeah. What is the soil here? Because I think it's very mineral.
Yes, it is because we have clay and we have rock in the soil. No, it's a very old soil, typical from the Valley du Lot, and we have very good maturity of the grapes there, and very interesting soil.
Bom, eu diria que a gente mudou bastante aqui de estilo de Malbec. Passamos de um Malbec cujo forte é impressionar pela redondez, maciez, volume, enquanto a gente passou por um vinho finíssimo aqui, muito elegante, com um toque mineral bem distinto, típico dos vinhos do Velho Mundo, mas com finesse e maturidade de uva, como eu disse, de vinhos nada rústicos, como são associados ao Cahors normalmente. Bom, senhores, um brinde. Muito obrigado a nossa.
E viva o Malbec.
Viva o Malbec.